Sigma notation is where it's a shortcut in stating that you want to add a lot of the terms, which means that you're now talking about a series. A series is a sum of a number of terms. Now, when you have a sigma, that's the Greek letter, sigma, that means that it's summing up all of the terms when you put n for 1 in, 2 in, 3 in, 4 in, and etc. until your k term. And then you're going to add up all those terms. So you have a lower bound, which is the 1, and you have an upper bound, which is the k. So you're going to have some examples. First of all, when it just says find the partial sum, that means you're supposed to add up all of the terms. So for example, a sub 1 equals, let's see, 1 in, so it's going to be 4 minus 1, or 3. A sub 2 equals 8 minus 1, 7. A sub 3, 12 minus 1, 11. You can kind of see they're going up by 4 on each one because you're multiplying n by 4. So that's going to be 15, 19, and 23. And then what you would do is add up all of those terms and get your answer, and that would be the sixth partial sum. Adding up these two would be the second partial sum, third partial sum, fourth partial sum, etc. You could do the same thing for the second one. Remember, a sub 1, to find your a sub 2, you have to put in a sub 1 into here and get your term. Now, when you get it in sigma notation, remember this is your lower bound and this is your upper bound. So in this case, you have to go from 3 to 7. Now be careful because there are exactly 5 terms that you have to use because 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 5 terms. In other words, 7 minus 3 plus 1 equals 5. If you thought the number of terms is 4, you're forgetting that when you subtract numbers, you're really counting the differences, not the total number of numbers. So you have to add the 1 in to get your total number of numbers. Anyway, you would start with 3, so it would be 9 minus 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you would add up all of those and get your answer. That would be the sum of this, the partial sum. When you go from here, it's again looking at plugging those numbers in from 1 to 6, and you would do something very similar. So again, if you put 1 in, it'd be 3 1/2 to the negative 1 power, 3 1/2 to the, now you're going to go up by 1, so that's 2, 0 power, 3 to the 1/2 first, 3 to the 1/2 second, 3 to the 1/2, and this is going to be, let's see, third power, but that means that this is going to be 5 minus 2, which is 3, so I have to go one more. So it's 3 1/2 to the fourth power. And that's going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms. 6 minus 1 plus 1 is 6 terms, and then you'd go ahead and add all those up. So that's sigma notation. You have lower bound, upper bound, and you're summing the series.